Excited to hear why. What did you say, a little footnote about how much money the tickets cost on the Jets side versus how much money they cost on the Giants side?
So 50-yard line, the Giants sideline's about $350, $400. You can get tickets on the Jets sideline for $130.
Oh,
that's a Giants fan right there.
Can of corn.
Wow. Just reminding people of who's been much better as of late, as opposed to this Jets hype train that's taking place. But I think every time I see Zach Wilson do Zach Wilson stuff, we're watching Pro Day Zach Wilson on NFL games.
Yeah.
Now, they're just preseason games, so you have to preface that. But even if you see in Hard Knocks and the decisions that he's making around Aaron. Now, everybody's going to say that we dangle, from Aaron.
Of course.
But I think it's pretty obvious here that through osmosis, getting a chance to watch one of the greatest players of all time operate, not just on the field, in the meeting room, in the locker room, out of the building with your teammates, that type of stuff is just a priceless amount of information that Zach Wilson is getting funneled his way. And then whenever you see plays like this from old Zachariah Wilson, Uncle found it, jet blue, blue who? I am off. Little shimmy shake, gets the corner, could go out of bounds. Nah, give me a big shot. Boom, boom, boom. I believe they had a camera on Aaron, and I think at one point he said, get out there, because clearly could have got out of bounds. But this type of confidence and swagger, then you see his teammates celebrate with him. And then you think about where he was last year as a New York Jet, where the fans were booing him. His teammates fucking hated him. They were wearing somebody else's shirt at his position around the facility and traveling. Then you see this, it's like, wow, this guy's been reborn. This guy feels fresh. This guy could be the future of a franchise, and that's what we're getting from a preseason game. I couldn't even fathom how much better Zach Wilson's life is right now, with zero pressure on him and getting a chance to actually learn from a player who's probably most similar to him, both on the field and off the field. What a time for the Jets. Good for Zach. And Aaron came out and said, I plan on playing like a few years, and then Zach runs this thing for 15 years, and then we're good for about 15, 18 years. So that's an interesting thing. So Aaron Rodgers is saying, I'm probably playing like 3 years here.
Yep.
They're going to have to pay Zach now. They're going to have to do that
Right.
deal.
And Aaron.
But what a perfect,
Nice little handoff.
That's how Aaron's viewing it. Jets fans had to love hearing that. Packers fans, another 3 years of Aaron Rodgers. That's good news. Get to watch your guy.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you hit the nail on the head. Like, I can't imagine how freeing it is for Zach Wilson to be able, he can just go out there and have fun and play, and kind of just like, he knows, like, okay, I just got to learn stuff. I just got to pick stuff up, and it's not the same, but like, you're looking at Jordan Love, like, clearly, guess what? Like, the osmosis thing is real. Like, yeah, we haven't seen him play in a regular season game, but, like, sitting behind one of the best quarterbacks ever, like, whether or not he's actually actively, there was the big thing when when Rodgers first got there, he's like, listen, I'll teach him stuff, but it's not my job to get him ready to play. Like, and I think Aaron took that to heart, and he's kind of, like, change that a little bit. Like, not obviously he's not trying to make sure that like Zach Wilson comes in and takes his job, but like he's very confident in himself, so he can let him know, like, hey, on this, like, we're looking for this. Like on Hard Knocks, he's every single thing they do, like, no, and to Zach Wilson's credit too, like, he's asking questions. He's not like, kind of jaded because he's not the starter anymore. I think he did realize, like, hey, BYU, like, yeah, I was the big man on campus there, but like, it's different when you go play in New York and you're expected to be the savior of a franchise. And now he's got a guy who is
potentially the actual.
Exactly. Yeah. And so you can just be like, hey, so even if it's like little trivial stuff that maybe he thinks he should know, like, why'd you do this or what should I do here? And you can see just through a couple weeks, like, it's already paying dividends.
Well, you see Aaron's out at like Knicks games and Islanders games.
Oh, yeah. Plays.
Rangers games, plays with his teammates, going to his teammates' event. Like, the reason why he wanted that play is because somebody on the team
is like an executive producer, yeah.
So he wanted that to just like show face, like, hey, I'm the quarterback of the team that you're on. We are teammates. I'm gonna show my face here. It's like those types of things that Zach Wilson can watch and be like, oh, these people need to know that you like care.
Yeah.
Got it.
Genuine time.
Yeah, like we're friends playing for each other, not just with and alongside of each other. Got it.
Okay.
Like those types of things, so you don't get that situation where it's, do you feel bad about how the offense is done? No, I don't get. Next question, shut up. And then the whole locker room's like, fuck this guy.
Yeah.
And you can kind of nip that in the bud ahead of time if you're friends with people that aren't just in the quarterback room.
Sure.
If you're friends with defensive players like Aaron and Sauce, seemingly very, very tight, playing catch for game. If you're friends with, the offensive linemen, they're probably going to care a little bit more. If you're friends with your wide receivers, you're probably going to be able to figure things out a little bit better. It's like those things I wish Andrew Luck got to see Peyton do it. Not that Andrew Luck wasn't like that, but there's other things that you can watch too. Like Aaron telling a head coach, like, nah, don't like this play.
Yeah.
We're not running this play. Like Andrew didn't learn that until like second, third year, fourth year, where if he saw Peyton, I think he would immediately have known, like, okay, if I'm not comfortable with something, I'm able to say, nah,
Yeah,
not
not
doing it. And that's like something that quarterbacks are expected to do, especially if you're going to be great, as opposed to just always, kind of laissez-faire on every decision. It's like the rest of the team wants to see that too. So good for Zach, good for Aaron, good for the Jets.